Nagano Rouge, singer, actress, wife, and mom. I left Tokyo for Nagano last year to build a new life and a new chapter as an artist. This was my year in Nagano. Hey y'all, so our first week in Nagano was a success. Actually, yesterday, I didn't really record this and I regretted that I didn't, but yesterday I actually drove down to our house back in the city for our final cleanup and handing over the keys to the realtor. And I wish I recorded the footage because, you know, it was a sentimental time in our life. Like, this is the first house that we lived in after we came back from the States. And, you know, it did as well. Like, it was a really nice home. I didn't like it at first, but, you know, eventually I grew to love it. I made so many memories there. I was able to get back on my feet, or we were able to get back on our feet living in that house. So that house did as well. And I would have loved to just showcase, you know, our final thank you to the house for inhabiting us and just, you know, doing as well. So let me tell you guys something. One of the things that we were really careful about was to fix any kind of blemishes that we made on inside the house. Japanese realtors, like, they really love to, you know, when you move into a new house in Japan, you pay what we call key money. It's like a security deposit, and sometimes it can be a month or 2 months of rent up front before you move into the house. So this is one of the things that I kind of noticed, that unlike the US, when you're moving into a property or when you're renting a property, the security deposit in the US is based off of your credit, right? But based on your credit, the amount can be like a full month's rent or just like half or even less of rent. And so that was one of the things that was really surprising for me and really different for me when we were moving into our apartment in the States. I'm so used to paying a huge amount of money when I'm renting a property and I'm moving into. The move-in fees are so crazy in Japan, but in the US, not so much. So that was a breath of fresh air. But here in Japan, we do pay about, let's say, about 5 to 6 months worth of rent up front. And I say that because when you look at the cost, even though they kind of break it down into different costs and different things that you have to pay, you know, it amounts to about 4 to 6 months worth of rent up front. And if you have a pet, even more. So, you know, like, we paid our security deposit. And one of the things that we really wanted back was our security deposit, because we've lived in the house for just a year and we haven't really done too much damage to the house. I mean, you know, wear and tear from living in, but nothing too crazy. So we made sure to fill in all the holes in the wall from putting our pictures up. Any scratches anywhere, we try to clean it and make sure that it wasn't going to cost us from getting our deposit back. She was just like impressed with how neat the house was and how, you know, it wasn't really anything to ding us for. So I could see her like going down her checklist and just circling no down, you know, about any damages done to the house, which we really didn't damage the house. Like, we really took care of the house really well. I think some things that she saw were a little, you know, stains on the walls, which can be really wiped down. And honestly, like, looking back at it now, it's like, I wish I didn't really put too much effort into cleaning off stains off the walls, because we paid a cleaning fee as part of our deposit, which we're not getting back. And they're using that to clean up the house before, you know, regardless, that money's not coming back. So I didn't really have to spend as much effort into wiping down the walls and wiping down the stains and stuff like that, because that they were going to do that anyway. So I remember the realtor just kind of being like, oh, we're going to have to really make sure that, you know, we clean these stains. And this has probably been there from before you guys moved in. You know, these are things that come with the house. So it's not really anything to penalize you guys for. And I'm thinking, sis, we did our work. Okay. Like, if you want to think we didn't do that, that's fine. So at the end of the day, at the end of the walkthrough, we came, you know, she kind of told me what the deal was. And it started off sounding like we were going to get most of our money back. And then she was like, you guys did not pull the weeds from your house. So I don't know if you guys remember, and I don't know if I really showed the footage, but we do have our house was overgrown with weeds, but the houses next to us also were. So it wasn't like we weren't doing the upkeep or we weren't maintaining the house. We absolutely were. We made sure to always, pull the weeds and everything. But because the houses next to us were like neglecting their care for their lawn, especially the house on our right. I was like yesterday, I know there's a nest in there because I kept hearing animals. And I'm like, I know there's a nest in there, but their weeds were overgrown. Their tree was actually like reaching our side of the property. And so we were like, that is not our problem. We're not going to cut that. That's their issue. We don't want to touch it. We don't want to pay the money to have to take care of somebody else's, problem. So we left that side of the house. But like I said, both houses had weeds overgrown. So it was obviously like coming into our house. So then unfortunately, my husband was wanting to cut the weeds before we moved. And I kept saying, oh, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Then lo and behold, like literally the night before I went back to Yokohama, I was reading through the rental contract, just to make sure that there were nothing that I missed, so that everything was intact before we turned the house over back to the property management. Then I found out the weeds. Then I found out that they were like, you need to make sure that your weeds or your side of the yard is on you. So I don't know it didn't really dawn on me to take care of that as well while we were cleaning the house, because we did have time after we cleaned up the house. We had about an hour and some, so we could have absolutely done it. So when I was doing the walkthrough, she was like, yeah, you guys didn't really pull your weeds, and I explained my situation. She was like, yeah, but it is in the contract, it is on you to make sure to upkeep the lawn and the yard, whatever yard we had. Y'all know we didn't have no yard, but basically that side of the perimeter of the house. So I felt so bad because I felt bad because I know that they're going to charge us for us, and they are going to find somebody to cut the lawn and cut the grass and everything. But I know that being in Yokohama, they're going to charge an arm and a leg, because we tried to hire somebody to do it while we were living there, and they wanted like 80 to 100,000 yen for that small bit of property, like small bit of that small area. Like it's not even, I don't know, it's not even that big of a property or that big of an area to charge that much, but this specific company wanted that much. And I had half of mine. I'm like, if they come back asking that they wanted to take, about 100,000 yen to pay towards taking care of the lawn, I'm going to fight that. Like I really will, because I'm like, it is not that big, and I will find a company myself and have them take care of it versus y'all, because usually these companies, they don't want to pay back the security deposit. And from what we were looking at, like we could get a lot of our, like over half of our security deposit back this time. And I want to really maintain, I want to keep that. But if I lose like 100,000 yen off of what we could get back, it's going to make me sick. I'm going to be really mad. So I hope that it doesn't, they don't really charge us too much for it. We really did take care of the house well. So hopefully they don't really ding us for too much. But yeah, guys, we're done with Tokyo. We're done with Metro Tokyo area, and we are living in the rural side officially. We are officially moved in, officially registered, and we are residents in a rural area. It is very different than what I'm used to. I grew up in the city. I was raised in the city. I was raised in a sort of a rural area in West Tokyo, but not as much as it is not that close to how we live here. It's different. Tokyo is still Tokyo. Even if you're West Tokyo, things are a little different. It does get a little more congested. Obviously, I didn't live and I wasn't grown up in the urban area. I did grow up in the suburbs, but there were rural parts as well. So I'm very familiar with that kind of area or that type of living, but this is something different, but not in a bad way where it feels like the middle of nowhere. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's absolutely, it's very developed and very, there's suburban parts of it too. So I wouldn't say it's totally bad. The only difference is that there's so much nature, and the nature here is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. and it feels so good. You can take a nap outside, you know, and you can feel the breeze even in this heat. So I feel like I'm going to be okay. Like, I think I'm going to adjust here very well. Our first week was pretty good. You know, obviously we're still unpacking, and so our house is a mess. But once we're done unpacking, I think this place is going to be really cute, and I can make it, you know, look cute. We're going to probably start looking at homes here pretty soon. So I'm really excited, and I'll bring you guys along that journey as well. We're going to be looking at homes, and we're going to have to be fixing our homes because we have a plan, and we're not going to be buying a brand new home. We are going to buy an older home and then fix it up ourselves, or ask, you know, basically fix it up. So that's going to be exciting because I've never really been that kind of girl, but this is what we're about to do. And that's going to save us a lot of money. And that way we can allocate our money towards other things that we really want to do. And lastly, I think that, you know, moving here was really great for the kids. Their school is so amazing. It is so cute and smaller. They have been so welcomed, and it's been such an amazing feeling seeing my kids just welcomed by other children. Kids are very nice and very respectful, and I really like that. And I hope my girls, you know, make really great friends and establish here well and get acclimated well. So that was cool. That was really, really cool. Also going to be registering my music here as well as an artist, which I'm excited about. I've already made some contacts, and so I'm going to be hitting the ground running into ensuring some contracts and seeing what I could do with my music here. I love music, and I live and breathe music, and I just want to keep sharing my gift to the world. So I want to see what I can do here out here. I'm going to sign up at the gym, and I'm so excited about that. I am ready to get back to feeling like me again and getting back into lifting like I was on a routine. But then because we were, you know, looking at moving and looking at really considering moving out here, like we had to be back and forth to see the area, to see if we really wanted to make this move happen. And so because of the altitude changes from this area to where we were in Metro Tokyo, like it really messed with me. Every time I would make a trip up here, I feel amazing, like on cloud 9. But once I would get back to Metro Tokyo or Yokohama, like I would start to feel like crap, and it would take me like a week to recover. And I was kind of looking into it, and altitude changes really do affect, you know, your body. So like it would just take me so long to recover, and I just hated it. So it made me really discouraged from going back to the gym. And obviously when I come here, I'm eating good food. All the food. I'm eating so much food. So girl, I would be putting on a couple pounds and then some. And I'm like, ugh, you know, I would hate it. I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym looking all bloated, although it was water weight. But a week turned into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Girl, I was not back in the gym anymore. And then I just stopped eating right. And I can tell I'm suffering right now. Like my body can feel it. I feel it. So I definitely want to get back into myself. I want to get back into routine. And I also need to do this for myself. Like I really do need to feel like myself again. And I don't right now. So I just feel like the older that I'm getting, this journey is getting a little bit harder and is not as easy as it was when I was younger. But nevertheless, that's not an excuse. This is a lifestyle. Sometimes you get, you know, bumps in the road, but you got to get back on, right? You got to get back on. And I need to find like a rhythm. I definitely do need to find like a good rhythm to help myself, especially during these changes and whenever there's changes, to not fall off. You know what I mean? But anyways, that is all the update that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my content, you know what to do. And tell me in the comments if you prefer living in the city or the rural area. Tell me how you guys feel. Like, let's get some conversations going. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
So we're looking for the shelf for the kitchen area, right?
Like this, maybe?
Better if we do other hair products and stuff, no?
It would,
yeah. The tall drawer.
For the hairspray, so I can
take a picture.
Move stuff from under the sink and give you space to put your stuff in there too.
I mean, this could fit in the car right now if you want to get it now.
Yeah, I'll get it now. He's riding on a vacuum cleaner?
He's riding around vacuuming, look.
Oh.
Look at this thing.
Oh, that's dope. That is so Cool. Hey! House is slowly coming together because we're finding these little things, and Nitori is like the perfect place to find those things that we're looking for. Or I can get, this one is perfect actually. This is perfect because it actually organizes instead of me single-handedly doing it myself. It already comes organized. This is perfect because the hutch that I actually have is from Nitori. So I'm pretty sure they have the dimensions in mind when they made this. So it's perfect, works out.
Oh, the white hutch we have?
Yeah, it's a Nitori hutch. So desu yo.
Actually,
You see all these organizers like that they have, y'all, like, what's that store? The Container Store, right? I think that's what it's called in the States. This is like the Container Store / Target / Home Depot / basically pretty much. We checked out, but I don't know if you guys can see, but it is pouring outside. Like rain. I'm so glad that I did not flat iron my hair, because if I did, game over. Game over, y'all. Like this week, I just decided to stretch my hair, blow dry my hair, and be about my business because, yeah, no. Heck no. Look at this. All right, let's go. It feels good. Oh. It feels like a shower. Ah! I am soaking wet. You guys, look. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God.
Power's gonna be out. Power, that you, are you recording that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just hit.
That just hit right next to us, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Power's out.
Holy crap. Oh gosh. It's flooding, y'all. Ooh. That's close.
Look how dry it is here. You know why? Mm-hmm. All these trees catching on the water. Wherever trees get struck by lightning. That's like the main thing that gets struck with trees.
Okay, guys. So it's pretty late right now, and y'all saw that when we came out that store, that rain was pouring. We got struck by lightning. Oh my goodness, or the lightning was super close. I just felt like we got struck. Okay, because that lightning was super close, and that is the first time in my life I've ever experienced anything like that. But yeah, that was wild. That was super crazy. I'm about to go get some dinner for the kids and call it a day. Actually, I just booked my first nail appointment since I've been here in Nagano. So I'm really excited. I was been searching for a while. I've been searching for weeks to find that perfect person. And I've also been asking around, and I found a girl that has a salon right outside her house. So she's one of those private ones, and she looks like she does really good. Like, I don't know if she's going to get the shape together, but I'm willing to work with her if she's willing to work with me. Like, she seems pretty chill. She seems pretty good as far as designs go. She seems really good. And I miss my almond nails, y'all. I miss them so much. So I'm gonna go back to them, and I miss my long nails. I miss my long nails. I miss my long nails. I miss my long nails, y'all. I miss my long nails. I'm driving right now, so that's why I'm not looking at y'all. But I'm not gonna go super long because they do get in the way of things. My long nails makes me feel like me. I'm an artist. I'm creative. I'm an artist. So I've got energy and I've got a personality, you know what I mean? But this is what makes me feel like me, and I need to feel like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to feel like me. So people in this new place that we're living at already know us. People in this town already know about us. They know about me and my nails, even though I got these on and they're nothing. They're just pink and short. Like, it's not a big deal, but they already recognize me by my nails and the way that I guess, like, they just recognize me by my nails. So it's already a conversation in this town. So that's how Inaka I am. And that's how Inaka this place is, y'all. Like, people know about you and your business. So now that kind of makes me feel like, I can't do no wrong here. Like, if I commit one mistake, I'm canceled. If I commit one mistake here, I am ultimately canceled. Ultimately canceled, y'all. Like, what? No, but don't get me wrong. Like, people are super sweet. People are super nice. But it's just that they already know about us. And my girls are pretty much famous right now in this town. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So, but anyways, I'm excited to get my nails done. So I'm gonna take you guys with me on Wednesday. It's gonna be really fun. I made my appointment for Wednesday. So we're gonna go on Wednesday and we're gonna check this girl out. Hopefully she's, cool and she's sweet. And I picked out a design that's simple and fairly easy for her to do, I think, based off of what I've seen her do. So I'm really excited about that. And well, if you know me a long time, if you've been, riding with me a long time, and if you know me, then people that know me that I do love to get my nails done, that my nails are that come with me. Like, my personality is in my nails. This is giving, she thinks she wants to go short, and she thinks she fooling somebody that she's going short, but she ain't going short. This is just temporary because, like I said, I love my long nails and I miss her. So I'm happy to get back into that. I'm gonna go to this grocery store, pick up some stuff real quick, and I will catch you guys later. Yeah, thanks for coming along with me. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. Peace out. Bon appetit. It's still good.
You don't even know if that's them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Let's go, y'all. Sounds like that.
Alright, submit there.
Boy, you're gonna. Where's your goggles? Yeah.
No, you did it?
No, I thought it was.
I'm gonna try to get down these myself. It's not bad. I thought it was gonna be a little scary, but I think it's not that bad. We're good. So we are in the neck of the woods right here. So there's a waterfall where we're meeting some people that we just met. Go. Don't worry about me, go. So I'm trying to get down. Trying to be as careful as possible, you guys. My family's already left. Woo. probably not gonna go down there because no, I'm not even planning on swimming. I thought I would have a spot to like, you know, wade in the water or something like that, but this looks a little bit hardcore for me, so I'm gonna sit this one out. But they're diving in the river. The river is really nice. I know, I hope you all can hear me, but it's really nice out here, you guys. So the view is really nice out here. The waterfall is just an amazing view to look at. Everybody's over there in the water and I'm just here by myself because I don't got time today. I'm not trying to do all that today. Maybe next year, but I might put my feet in the water, but I'm too bougie for all this. So, and I can't swim either. So I'm just watching everybody have fun, but I'm gonna be here just watch the festivities happen because nah. It feels so good. Wow. この水圧すごいですね。すいません、ありがとうございます。Thank you. やっとたどり着いた。すごいね。
プライベートだよね。
ねえ、結構プライベートですね。へえ、気持ちいい。うん。
すごい。ナイスキャメラ。
はい、Thank you。YouTube 撮ってるんです。はい。皆さん載せてもいいですか？ああ、Thank you。チャンネル登録する。ありがとう。
から15分のところの10分の湯っていうところがあって、そこは長野で一番露天風呂が大きいのね。大きいのがあって、結構週末は混むんだけど、混んでても温泉入るとなんか割とスペースがあって、みんな
インジョイできる。
子供もベイビーとかも入れるし、でタトゥーとかあっても意外と大丈夫。あ、本当？ダメって書いてあるんだけど、でもできる。あ、そうなんだ。そう、私たち結構ね、みんなチーム連れてった時、バリバリ入ってるとか、一人行ったけど絶対言われない。
嬉しい。そう。
あ、そう。で、多いからタトゥーダメって。
そう、ダメってだから言ってないかも。あ、私はないけど、彼あるから、そう。
大丈夫だよ。
I'm done watering the plants and doing all that I did for today. So I will catch you guys a little later. Bye. Bye, girls.
Bye.
Good morning, you guys. So we actually dropped the girls off this morning at school and we're headed to Nagano City to our banks to, you know, run some errands. What's kind of inconvenient right now with us having to live where we live, is that we have to travel to Nagano City, which is like an hour away, in order to even go to the bank, versus when we were in Yokohama, it was like 10-15 minutes. But now we have to travel, an hour, which is fine because it's not that we really need to, go to our bank that often anyway. So it is what it is. But, we're making it a day trip today, and then we're going to meet up with our friends up there and do lunch and have lunch, and maybe do a little sightseeing too as well, because I've never been up to Nagano City before, so it's kind of exciting. But first, coffee. Well, coffee for Joe, and then matcha most likely for me. So let's go.
Matcha sounds good. I'm becoming a matcha fan now.
Welcome to the club.
あ、そうですね。抹茶ティーラテ2つと、はい。そして2つとも、アーモンドミルクに変更と、パウダー少なめでお願いします。はい、お願いします。こちらもお一つでよろしいですか？一つでお願いします。はい、かしこまりました。はい。はい、抹茶ティーの方の、入れ物はプラカップですよね。あ、そうですね。プラカップでご用意します。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、大丈夫です。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
All right, you guys, so we got matchas for the road. So I guess hubby is now jumping on the matcha train as well. He's like, it's dope. So he usually gets a coffee, so it's really unusual for him to opt for matcha. Yeah, matcha's dope, y'all. We're almost at our destination. It is beautiful out here. It's like the scenery is top tier. Like the mountains are clear. Like wherever we live right now, like the mountains are very clear, but like here it's much clearer, and it's giving old Japan a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, but this is really nice. It's really nice so far. We're at a little rest stop right now. We're taking a little break before we continue on our journey. But just to explain to you guys, we live in Nagano Prefecture. Okay, so in Nagano Prefecture, the capital is Nagano City. So we live in Nagano Prefecture, and today we're headed to Nagano City. So we're headed to the capital of Nagano Prefecture, just to clear up any confusion. Because, Japan has its prefectures, which can be, I guess, compared to, the states in America. The United States is much bigger than Japan, but within Japan, there's so many prefectures. So yeah, we're in Nagano Prefecture, and we're headed to Nagano City. And it's, like I said, the vibes are really nice. It's chill. It's definitely giving, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's giving tourism a little bit. Like, it's really giving, like, this is a tourist area for sure. The way the buildings look, and, there's more cars on the road. But also, like, where we're at too, there's more cars on the road, and it is a little bit of a tourism area as well. But, I haven't been here that long, so I have a lot more history to catch up on. But yeah, this area is kind of looking a lot more developed than different parts of Nagano that we've been to, and even where we're at. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what else is out here. Really nice, really nice. Some differences that I've noticed since being here in Nagano is that the summers here, I think, are going to be a lot bearable than it is in Tokyo. This morning, I was just reading that Tokyo and Kanagawa is about to hit it's deadly heat threats or something like that. I forgot the correct term. But this happens like once every decade or so. And this year they're about to hit that mark. Like they had to shut down certain sports events because it was way too dangerous. The heat is way too much. And although like it's as hot as it is in Tokyo over here, like in Nagano, it gets hot as it does in Tokyo. Like because of the mountains and because we have so much nature, we feel a breeze. So it's cooler and bearable. And I was like, this is giving like Georgia, you know? Georgia was kind of like that. Like it does get hot, but you know, you get some breeze. So you don't tan too much. Like you get like a nice little tan. Like I've been in the heat. It's been hot here, and I haven't tanned as bad as I would have if I was in Tokyo. And I kid you not. Like I was just talking about it with Joe yesterday. I was like, you know, in Georgia, like it gets super hot, but like when I tanned, I don't tan too bad. Like I don't get too dark. And I feel like it's the same here too. Like it's been super hot some days, but because like there's this nice breeze that you get with the heat, I don't tan as bad, you know. And you know, he's tanned quite a bit, but it's like this nice golden tan. You know, you don't get like burnt, like you don't look burnt like you do in Tokyo. So that's the difference. I can definitely tell about living here in Nagano. Some days I'll take the girls to the park and I'm looking at the weather outside, I'm looking at the heat index and I'm like, no, it's too hot. We can't go outside. Let it cool down a little bit. And then I'll step outside and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even that hot. Wait, it's 31 degrees and it's not scorching out here. But you know, in Tokyo, like all you get are buildings. So there's less opportunity for, you know, nature to kind of balance out the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just buildings everywhere. So yeah, it gets really, really bad in Tokyo. And I kind of feel bad for my friends out there because, you know, they're gonna get it really bad this summer. Let me show y'all some of the views that I'm looking at right now. It is so gorgeous. So this is definitely given like old Japan, but also it's giving the city as well, like closer to the highway, you know, it does give more of like old Japan, but the further you get away from the highway, like now it feels like we're in, I don't know, like Suginamiku or something like that.
Yeah, like Tachikawa.
Yeah, Tachikawa or Suginamiku or Nerimaku 5. Hachioji, yeah. I mean, but Suginamiku and Neimaku don't have the mountains in clear view, but
Hachioji does though.
Hachioji does, Ome does. Well, Ome isn't even, I don't think it's as developed. Yeah, it's not as, yeah, my husband says he prefers where we're at, or Joe says that he prefers where we're at right now over, you know, the city. He's so happy to be away from the city right now. Like, he loves that. He gets the mountains and he gets the river view. You know, the rivers are really beautiful out here. They're not dried up like in Tokyo. Some places in Tokyo, like the river's dried up. You know, like here, the rivers are flowing, they're full and, you know, doing its thing. We see lots of like birds and kites and hawks when in Japan, well, where we were at, like you would see a hawk once in a while. Or do we ever even see hawks in Yokohama?
I remember crows out there.
Oh, crows, sorry. Crows, y'all, not hawks. I think in Georgia we saw a lot of hawks.
Yeah, Georgia, we had hawks in the back.
Yeah, we saw a lot of hawks in Georgia, but out here we see them all the time. Like it's just, you barely see any crows. Like you see hawks all the time. And it's definitely given Georgia, so got the best of both worlds a little bit. like sealed tight.
Kawaii.
Wow.
Momonosuke.
Momonosuke. Definitely putting this in my car when I get it.
Like I need my own like room.
Case.
Like a wall of cases for just One Piece.
That is crazy. Stumbled upon. We didn't stumble upon because we're meeting Chris and Akemi here, but like this is like figurine central and gacha gacha central out here. That's so crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You got one?
For 100 yen, which is a ripoff. I think this is better because I mean, it's an older pack, but packs normally like 200 yen, almost 300. It's an older one.
Vending machine is pretty dope because you put in the money depending on which you want to play, and these will light up. So you hit one, and if you lose, you're just gonna get a bunch of Pokemon cards. But if you win, you're gonna get a ticket with one of these, or whatever's in this.
A11 through A15.
Yeah, and then you take it up to the counter, and then you get to win one of these display items. So essentially taking your money. All right, the Hubs wants to do it, so.
I can pay with card, right?
Huh?
I can do touch pay?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so select one of them. Whatever, like select a random button.
Okay.
I know why they're.
So this is what he got. Let's see what's inside. Oh my gosh.
Oh, bro.
It's a rare card.
I think so, yeah. I gotta price it and stuff.
You got.
You got collector app?
What's the number? SV.
86 out of 71.
Or what's the number at the beginning there? SV.
SV 5K.
SV 5K.
Yep.
5K. What's the number?
086 out of 071.
It's not?
500 yen.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it one more time. I mean, I got my money's worth. It was 500 yen that I spent.
Still worth about 500 yen.
What do you got?
Cards. Well, you would think I would at least get a key as much money I would put in here.
That's how they get you. Again?
Should I? I mean, I ain't coming here for nothing. Might as well spend all my.
I mean, you ain't a kid anymore. You make your own money now, so.
You know?
You make your own choices.
Yeah, you make your own choices.
I spent 10,000 on worse.
Live with your own choices.
I mean, they do got some nice cars in here, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a lot of SRs.
Well, they're good cards though, man.
It's not worthless. That's why I don't mind.
Never grow up.
SV88.
SV8 Alpha 204.
680. I mean, it's worth.
Worth more than-
mint condition. It's worth more than what he just paid for it. So
Yeah.
680 yen.
I'll get home.
But that one right there, that's worth.
You just got
10K
your money's
almost.
worth. Yeah. At Stataro to eat lunch. It's a barbecue. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet spot. And there used to be one when we used to live in Musashi Murayama. It was like in Iruma, so that's in Saitama. But they shut that one down. So this is gonna be like nostalgic for us to go back to Stataro because they have one here in Nagano. So let's go eat, y'all. Let's go eat. Just wanted to get them ice cream.
She said they had fun though.
Really?
That's good.
I asked her after. Did they find a lot? She said.
About how moving out here in Nagano has changed your perception of Japan is like really deep. Say it again.
Yeah, I was saying that being in Tokyo, as long as I've been in Tokyo, I always think that everything outside of Tokyo is just pure Inaka, like rural country farms. There's nothing out there.
Yeah.
But then when you actually leave the Tokyo area, yes, there are villages and there's farmlands, but there's always developed towns and cities around those areas.
Straight up.
Like from here in Nagano City to where we live in Tomi, like there's plenty of cities in between that have a lot of development. And it's just like, it's really changed my perception of Japan. Especially, it's just like a Tokyo mentality that it's like Tokyo or nothing.
Yeah.
Or Tokyo or Osaka, and there's only like main cities you're gonna get, but like.
Or Kyoto.
Yeah, or Kyoto. There's a lot of places in between the rural that have a lot to offer. You know, mall right here, like you got, it's not just all farmland.
They're still developing, it looks like.
You know, as an American, like in America, when we say, "Oh, you live out in the country," like we really mean country. Like,
right.
Like we mean like dirt roads, back roads. At night, you turn off your headlights and you don't see nothing.
Right.
So when I hear that, when I think rural, that's what I think. And you definitely got those areas out here like that in the villages and the towns, but you got a lot of developed cities all around.
I think for sure Tokyo stifles, especially as a foreigner. Like if you move to Japan and you want to experience Japan, Tokyo is like a safe place. Like it's so developed that as a foreigner, even if you don't speak Japanese at all, you could still live in Tokyo very well. It's a crutch, for real. It's a crutch. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's definitely a crutch. But once you step outside of Tokyo and live even outside of Tokyo and go to, you know, up north or wherever else, like that's where you'll really be challenged to live in Japan. That's when you're really living in Japan. Because in Tokyo, like you still have English assistants. It's very foreigner friendly. Tokyo is definitely foreigner friendly, and it is the city. So if that's your vibe, then I would absolutely recommend Tokyo. But if you want to experience Japan for real, then you need to step outside of Tokyo for real. You gotta do that.
You gotta think though, like as an American, a lot of us growing up, if you're not from the city or even the suburbs, you live in the country, you're not gonna see buildings this close. And we're up all the way up in Nagano right now. And you still have a very much urban feel.
Very much urban feel.
You still get to see mountains around. Tokyo is just nothing but buildings.
Even Nagano Station, I was like, oh, hold up, where are we at? Like, it's huge. It was so beautiful. But you know what, guys? Actually, we went to the bank and found out that they don't have a branch. So the bank that I went to was a trust bank. So if you are living in Japan and you live out here in the rural side, this is something that might be very helpful and beneficial for you to know, is that if you bank with any of the larger banks, major banks, just make sure that there's one in your area. So when we opened our accounts, it was in Tokyo. So I just assumed that they just had branches all over the place. Well, they don't. So if I need to go get anything done, I have to go to Tokyo. Well, my bank specifically, I can go to the next prefecture, but the bank that he was banking with, like, we can't. So now we just gonna have to consider different options.
And at the same time, it's what, a one hour ride via Shinkansen?
Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. And honestly, like you don't really need to go into your banks here like that unless you're, got different transactions going on or whatever. So you could still use our online banking system. So it is what it is. But yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I was like, dang, I'm in Inaka now for real. No connection to the city. I'm in Inaka for real now.